Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing today? Okay, I'm still working on getting the package put together for the investment teams. I think I'm going to have it where they start off at about $75 and they will increase, depending on how often you want to win. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is go over the predictions that I made for 7/31, 2025. So I'm going to take you into my Discord channel. Okay. $279 straight, ladies and gentlemen. $279 straight. Remember, do not read anything into my predictions and do not leave anything out. Hearing some feedback here a little bit. I said it will manifest between the date 7/28 to 8/3. Yesterday was 7/31. There it is straight. Ladies and gentlemen, I did even better. I told my VIP, triple dollar signs, I promise, will roll out between the dates 7/30 to 8/5. Triple dollar signs on 7/92. So, what I try to make my primary objective is to promise every number will roll out. If I can't promise it, I need to be able to guarantee it will fall by a certain date. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised 9774 would continue to keep falling over and over and over again. Remember, don't read anything into the prediction. Don't leave anything out. Focus on my top 4 digits, which I promise my top 2 big money patterns will manifest from the dates. 7/31. Oh, look at this. On 7/31, I said it would fall on 7/31. And I also guaranteed it would land in Florida. Stop playing with me, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it right there. Guaranteed to fall 7/31 to 8/6. I do my due diligence. What about you? $0.35. Focus on digits, which I promise my top 2 patterns will manifest. 7/31. Boom, boom, boom. Come on now. I need some booming in here. Do you see this? I also guaranteed it would go to Florida. You see that? Look at that right there, ladies and gentlemen. I guaranteed that number would fall straight. I said it would manifest 725 to 731. I also made sure that it made the deadline date. Now we're going to see a whole lot of action right here, so I want you to pay close attention. 534, number one number. I told you, focus on my top 5 3 digits, which I promise my top 2 big money patterns will manifest. 728 to 83. Yesterday was 731. That was 534. 534, promise straight. Right there, ladies and gentlemen, I guaranteed 9163 would fall. I said focus on my top 5 4 digits, ladies and gentlemen. I said which will manifest from 730 to 85. I also guarantee the number 3 number 1, 2, 3 guaranteed to roll out 9163, 9163, boom, 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 boom. Where do we go with that number? Right there, 3916, guaranteed. There it is again, ladies and gentlemen. That's due diligence right there. Focus on my top 5 4 digits. They will manifest from 731 on 731, Georgia. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. 1969. All right, we're going to get back to these. Those are exclusive forecast. Ladies and gentlemen, 777 straight met my deadline on that prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, 777 straight. Ladies and gentlemen, 777. How many times do I got to give you the same number before you believe 777 will drop? Okay, I'm going to keep it on schedule here. 266, only number on fire. A 5-year-old can pick out fire. 266, promise straight. And 626, promised to land. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you they would manifest between the dates 7:30 to 8:05. I also guaranteed it would drop in Ohio in the next 24 to 48 hours, too. Over and over and over again, I give you the same number, 626 straight. Two 185, 2187, 2187. Only number on fire. Boom, boom, boom. Watch out for 2185 in New York. Watch out for 2185 in Delaware. You're going to see it in Pennsylvania. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for it in Tennessee. 756-83904-2165 and 3691. Boom, boom, boom. 9430 told us all of that information. And as you can see, the only number on fire promised for that day fell and met my deadline on that prediction. Five 5083 7081 Delaware. Watch out for 9774. Watch out for 6269. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are paying very close attention, you will see the correlation between the numbers that are dropping. 6269, 4797. Boom, 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 boom. Watch out for 4694. Watch out for 3557 in Indiana. Watch out for it in Rhode Island. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see a whole rash of these numbers. That Iowa will get your 3557. Your 4694, North Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after. Eight 90324096247153802. Those are Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your 432. This was Michigan. $830. I promised that number would fall between the date 729 and 84. Guaranteed 083 straight, ladies and gentlemen, to make it by the deadline. That's Tennessee, 083 straight. And promised. 0379, you're going to see that number over and over and over again. Look for it in Rhode Island. Look for it in Virginia. 0395, you will see that number. Rhode Island, Puerto Rico. 2841, you will see that number over and over and over again. Tennessee. Watching out for 3576, you will see 3576 in Rhode Island. Watch it in DC. 9930, you will see. Look for that in Virginia. 0903, Kentucky. 8462, ladies and gentlemen. 8462. As you can see, I said that number would go to Tennessee. They dropped 2486. The only number on fire, I promise, will make money. How many people believe in my promises? That's the question. That's the real question. Two 9876 on fire. That meant it was going to fall. Look, fire, 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 fire. Who's paying attention? That's what I need to know. Who is paying attention? Who really wants to win every single day? Rhode Island, listen to me. They dropped that only number on fire. Watch out for 6932, ladies and gentlemen. You will see 6932 over and over and over again. I'm also telling you to watch out for 9875 now. Watch out for 6044. You will see that in North Carolina. 9874. You will see that number make its debut. 9874 Iowa. 9874 Florida. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watching out for 4176. Ladies and gentlemen, 4176, I guaranteed it would show up and show out. It did in Missouri. Watch out for 5321, no matter what. Those numbers are by way of North Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after. 822363. You're going to see these doubles roll out by way of North Carolina. Watching out for, this is what I was telling you about. Remember, I said I was going to get to this later. This is now. There's your 4-6 deuce coming from your 3-6-3. So 3-6-3 here, right? So if that's right there, and we know that we do this in chronological order, that means that this number right here was promised. That means that 246 was promised. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for 362. You will see that in North Carolina, Michigan. You'll see it in Texas. You'll see it in Tennessee. 2 states before, 2 states after. I need you to watch out for 842. Extremely strong combination no matter what. Watch out for 831. 831 will show up and show out over and over. New Mexico. You will see it in South Carolina. You'll see it in Florida. You'll see it in Georgia. You'll see it in Tennessee. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for 761. 761 is a very strong combination. Remember when it fell out the other day, I told you it would fall several times. Several times it did. You're watching out for 124 and 421. You will see these combinations by way of North Carolina. There's your 633, ladies and gentlemen. Only number on fire for the VIP only to get those promises. 325 179 you will see. Look for those in Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, 871, no matter what. 893, Florida, no matter what. 2 states before, 2 states after. 306 and 316 will be making their debut. Those numbers are by way of Florida. I'm going to blow that up one time so you can get a snapshot of it. I had a dispute with a company who owed me roughly around 5,000, roughly 5,000, $6,000. They told me that we cannot cut a check to you over $3,000. They cut me a check for $3,000.01. I proved to them that they could go over the $3,000. And I also proved to them that they could waive the 4% service fee sending money that was owed to me using my name. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the numbers in red roll out. You will see 3,000 roll out, 3,300, 73015, 5890, 7069, 5-digit 30001. You're going to see 30,000. You're going to see 00730. You're going to see 07301. You're going to see 48837 and 11364. By the 7th. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 938, number one number. I promised my VIP that you would see these numbers roll out. If you didn't read into the prediction, you would have knew to focus on my top 5 3 digits, which I promise my top 2. That's number 1, ladies and gentlemen. I said it would manifest between 727 and 82. Yesterday was 731. I also indicated that it would go to Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, I guaranteed my VIP. Look, focus on my top 5 3 digits. They will manifest between the dates 725 to 731. I met my deadline guaranteeing 893 would fall straight. Y'all better leave me alone. 8960-6230. You will see these combinations over and over and over again. I'm not even going to call out my fire numbers anymore because ain't nobody paying attention to me. So I'm just going to keep it moving. I'll leave that selective to the people that are really, really eager to win. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 5414. Look for that in Texas for you flips and mirror people. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 0293, you will see 3626 over and over and over again. One, four, five, four. 1, 2, 3. Focus on my top 5 4 digits. They will manifest from 725 to 731. I met my deadline on 1454, guaranteeing my VIP members that they would win if they believed in my predictions. Congratulations, Tez. 7532, 7591. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 7590. You will see 1864 in Ohio. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for 7598. Watch out for 7599. I want to show you something else too, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to tell me that this is by coincidence. Uh-oh. I just got a notification that my investments portion of my website is being completed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I want you to pay very close attention to this. Four, 168, Ohio, Georgia, 1695. I always tell you 2 states before, 2 states after. Boom, 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 boom. Now, when I tell you to play a number, you're going to see about these numbers shortly, but I want to show you something. Look, 4168, 8164, 1695, 6591. Numbers don't lie. Moving right along. Those are Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, boom, 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 guaranteed to fall yesterday. 8461. So we get credit for here, and we get credit for here. Guaranteed. For those who believe, focus on my top 5 4 digits. They're manifesting 27 to 82. Yesterday was 731. I guaranteed it would show up and show out in Ohio and most states within the next 24 to 48 hours in most cases. 343, 311. Best doubles for Ohio. 345. Uh-oh. 345, ladies and gentlemen. 345, 345, ladies and gentlemen. How many people remember 750 told us, look, we're going to give you a good one. So make sure you write it down. Did we write it down, ladies and gentlemen? Did we do what we were supposed to do in order to collect on that prediction? I just want to know. Because 345 was scheduled to fall, and it's still scheduled to fall according to the prediction all the way up to the 6. So I want you to pay very close attention to the numbers that will be rolling out for the next 2 to 3 days. Oh, and by the way, For the investment portion, matter of fact, let me just go take a look at it and see exactly what he's saying. Hmm. Okay. After release, users will see new rates, and those who are not subscribed, they cannot see past predictions. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's up and running. So you need to go to dynamicpredictions.onrender.com. And as soon as I have a minimum of 3 people, and once I convert your cash over to Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency I'm going to use, you will be sent a list of numbers that I will be investing in for you for 3 drawings. And in those 3 drawings, you're going to get the number one, you'll get the number 1 3-digit and the number 1 4-digit. We'll see just how well those go as we go through these today. So if you remember talking about top 4, but we're just looking at number 1. Eventually, we will move on to top 2, and then we will eventually move on to top 2 plus fire. Then we'll move on to top 2 plus fire plus uh, triple dollar signs, which is all of the promise collection combinations. Okay, so 3691, 3691, 3691. We got that one already squared away. Now we went all the way backwards. Georgia. Florida. Hmm. 663-744. Watch out for 744. It is on fire. 743. You will see 457. You're going to see 465 over and over. I need you to watch out for 809, 801. You will see 597 over and over and over again. 990-696. You will see these combinations. I need you to watch out for 638 no matter what. 623, you will see. 648, guaranteed, and 614 is guaranteed. Those are by way of Florida. As you can see, the 623 is right there. 4603-5931, you will see 7086, ladies and gentlemen, is extremely strong. You will see that combination in South Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after. You're watching out for 5931, 1632, 0697. You will see over and over and over again. You're watching out for your 2654 in DC and Texas, 2 states before, 2 states after. Two, 591, Georgia, Tennessee, New Jersey, 2 states before, 2 states after. As you can see, I guarantee that number would fall straight. Straight it fell. 9127, 9120, your 4321 is your only combination on fire. 9124, 8303, 9129, 9121. You will see in Michigan, 2 states before, 2 states after. 322, 633. You will see these combinations make their debut. There's your 633 right there. You're watching out for 572 and 683. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 327. 327, 327, 327. On 730, ladies and gentlemen, 167 told me, look, 327, number one number. Promise them they will win if they believe. Ladies and gentlemen, 167, you will see 631, you will see 714, you will see 572, no matter what. 120, only number on fire. There's your 671, ladies and gentlemen. 7 hours before it dropped, we knew. There it is, promise, 716. 882099, 099 is on fire. Watch out for your 981. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 236 over and over and over again. 459, 405. You are going to see 741. How many times do I got to give you 741 before you believe me? You're also going to see your 924 no matter what. 924 is Kentucky. 924 Virginia. And the fact that 924 was no matter what means that I promised it. Watch out for your 666s, your 792, your 369. You will see these numbers make their debut. Those are by way of Ohio. There's your 099. I promised that number would fall straight. Straight it fell. Watch out for 7196. You will see 7196 over and over and over again. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, 2 states before, 2 states after. Georgia, 2 states before, 2 states after. Texas, 2 states before, 2 states after. You are watching out for 9143. You will see 8027 over and over and over again. You'll see that in New York. You'll see it in South Carolina. Two states before, 2 states after. 9163. Boom, 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 boom. 1596. Boom, 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 boom. 1596 right there. Guaranteed. And 1596 down here. Guaranteed. Watch out for 7130 DC. Watch out for 1966, ladies and gentlemen, Georgia, Texas. You see it in Michigan. 9611, extremely strong and powerful combination, New Jersey. 2135 9705. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see your 8271. Just like I promised, you're going to see 9702, promise 9702, 9702. Let's see, I promised that number would keep falling. Where did it go? 9702. Two 2097 right down here. Eight 8166, you're going to see Ohio. 8162, you're going to see Ohio. Also Delaware. 8163, you will see Indiana, Ohio. 9705, you're going to see Rhode Island. 226766, 226766, you're going to see those combinations roll out. Watching out for 964, watching out for 561, New Jersey. You will see 206. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 527, Iowa. Watching out for 435 and also 296. Very strong combinations, by the way. Those are by Georgia, 2 states before, 2 states after. Watching out for 615. 615 is extremely strong. New Jersey, Georgia, Texas. 669, no matter what. 144 on fire. 248, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what. This means that you will see 485, 502 guaranteed, 206 is also guaranteed. Your 728, you will see no matter what. 209, guaranteed, and it's going to be promised now. Those are Texas numbers. There's your 144. There it is right there. Promised. They dropped 144. 7931, ladies and gentlemen, you will see Texas. Watch out for 1493. Extremely strong combination, Virginia. You're going to see 8820-1494-8932. 8932 is extremely strong. Seven nine six one, ladies and gentlemen, you will see 7961 Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. You will see it in Texas, and you will see it in Kentucky. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Missouri. 1492, you will see DC on fire. 7940, extremely strong combination. Look for that in Puerto Rico. 7354, you will see Rhode Island. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 8682 over and over and over again. Tennessee. You'll see it in New York. You'll see it in South Carolina heavy and Tennessee heavy. 7355. 9170, extremely strong. Look for that in Georgia. Those are Tennessee numbers. 2 states before, 2 states after. These are your Tennessee 3 digits, 488 and 992. Extremely strong. You're going to see 195, ladies and gentlemen. 195, I promised, would show up and show out. New York, New York. Where are my New York people at? Watch out for 560, New Jersey and Ohio, Virginia, Missouri, Delaware, DC. You will see 748, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for your 948 and your 835. Those numbers are guaranteed. There's your 488. 14 hours confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, I did one better. I put fire by it and promised it would fall. 4389. You will see 4389 over and over and over again. Your 4389 is a Ohio hookup. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watching out for 8653. You will see 8653 in Indiana. It showed up in Iowa. And I promised that number would fall. You're watching out for 477 Deuce. Look for that in Puerto Rico. You are watching out for 8654, ladies and gentlemen. Your 8654 is Missouri. It is New Mexico. And it is also Texas. Strong in Texas. 8652, you will see. Look for that number in Missouri. Watching out for 6356, your only number on fire. Look for that in Indiana. 2 states before, 2 states after. Those are North Carolina. Here is your North Carolina three digits, doubles 800, 669. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 458. You will see 496. 193. 193, I promised would fall. 193, I'm promising will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for 597. Watch out for 403. Watch out for 316. You will see these combinations making their debut. And also, so we got 9. And 7s. If you remember, I gave you 777 to fall several times. 730 to 85, triple sevens. 795, number one number, I promised it would fall. 597, I guaranteed it would fall straight. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Watch out for 122, 266. I told you 266 would fall straight. Only number on fire. Watch out for 122. You will see 352. You will see 206. Watching out for 923. You will see 194. Watching out for 673 and 723. Remember, we caught the 723 right there. So you can be rest assured to catch the other ones right afterwards. 419 right there, ladies and gentlemen, promised. 194 guaranteed straight. 194 right there. 194 guaranteed straight. 0193 7930. 0193 7930. You will see these combinations roll out. Puerto Rico. You see them in Kentucky, Virginia. 6453, ladies and gentlemen, you will see Texas, Virginia. 8872, you will see 8872 dropped in DC on a promise. 8793, you will see, look for that in New York. 2 states before, 2 states after. 337 deuce, you will see. Look for that in DC. 9160, you will see in Virginia. 2 states before, 2 states after. 7930, you will see. 7930, you will see in Kentucky. 7930, you will see in Ohio. 2 states before, 2 states after. 3621-1460 on fire. 8420 Tennessee. Watch out for 5931. Watch out for 9532. 9532, 9532, 9532, 9532. 9532, 9532, 9532. 9532 is extremely strong. 9532 dropped in New Jersey. I promised it would fall in New Jersey. Watch out for 9530 now. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 8491, 8491. 1406, you will see Virginia. Michigan, 2 states before, 2 states after. $9153. I promise you'll keep seeing that combination. They drop 5931. Watch out for 5931 and 9153. 441, ladies and gentlemen, 688. 441 688. Watch out for 688 in New Mexico. You're going to see 859 971 no matter what. You will also see 983. Boom, boom, boom. You're going to see 394 over and over. 953 no matter what. 205 you will see. There's your 859. Number one number I promised would fall straight. 722-011, 792, and 510. You're going to see 854, 369. $381 and 671 you will see. Watch out for 792 and 510. 510, it will be promised in the future. I guaranteed it would fall yesterday. There's your 936, ladies and gentlemen. Over and over and over again. 936 straight. I guaranteed 936 straight. Promised it would fall on the date that it fell. 6832 3621. You will see. 6893. You will see. I need you to watch out for 6890 in Iowa. Watch out for 5574. You will see that combination. 7654, you will see over and over and over again. Look that number in Missouri. 7510, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, heavy. Watch it in Tennessee. Watch it in Delaware. Quad sixes. 4575, ladies and gentlemen, watch out, watch out. They drop 5754. Seven, 561, ladies and gentlemen. Your 7561 is a very strong number. 7561, Puerto Rico. 7561, you will see in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. 7561, I guarantee it's going to be promised in the future. Watch out for 6166. Watch out for 0543. You will see 9870. Ladies and gentlemen, 5432, you will see. You're going to see 2798 over and over and over again. And watch out for your 0543 in Kentucky. 2 states before, 2 states after. Those numbers are by way of Ohio. There's your 757909. Watching out for 649. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 921 over and over and over again. 384, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you will see in New Mexico. You're also going to see 714, no matter what. 762, you will see. And 781, you will see. Those numbers are by way of Ohio. There is your 714. I promised that would fall straight. 992044 Kentucky. Watch out for 508, ladies and gentlemen. Extremely strong combination. 508, I guaranteed. I'm promising it for the future. Watch out for 571, 543. You will see 735 over and over and over again. Watching out for 703 and 206. Those numbers are by way of Michigan. There's your 735. I promised 735 would fall straight it fell. 6827, ladies and gentlemen, you will see. Look for 6827 in North Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after, and Tennessee, 5246. Ladies and gentlemen, I promised would fall in Missouri. Perfect predictions for Missouri. We got two promise numbers, all of them guaranteed. Watching out for 9031. You will see 5224. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for 7278. Extremely strong combination. You're going to see 7282. 7282 on fire, 8245 on fire, DC. There's your 3091. I promised that number would fall. There is your 3091. I promised that number would fall 2 times. They dropped 0931. Watch out for 79839150, ladies and gentlemen. You will see 9865. You will see 4070. Look for that in Delaware. You will see 0395. You will see 7152 in DC. Those numbers are by way of Tennessee, 881277. You will see. You're watching out for 365. You're watching out for 039 no matter what. 268 and 476 are guaranteed. Your 723 we already nailed on a promise. Watch out for 514. Your next promise number, it is guaranteed right now. There is your 903. Guaranteed that number would fall. They dropped 039. Watch out for 899 and 373. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 506. You will see 571. You will see 394 and 913. You are looking out for 604. You are looking out for 096. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, awful lot of time, an awful lot of energy and knowledge goes into each of my predictions. What we're going to see is how many did I guarantee? How many did I promise? How many did I either guarantee or promise would fall straight on 731? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I guarantee, nope, I guaranteed 39. I promised 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, Over half of the numbers that I guaranteed, I promised them. How many of these numbers did I either guarantee or promise would fall straight? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers. So again, ladies and gentlemen, dynamicpredictions.onrender.com. Choose a package, subscribe to the package, and bring the receipt from that package to dynamicallydriven@gmail.com, and you will be able to see the predictions real time on my Discord channel. I will also load those predictions modified to only reveal what is promised and what is guaranteed on the website. Okay, I'll see everybody at the winner's table no matter what. And remember, we invest here. We don't gamble. We invest in what we know. This is not what I think will happen. This is not what may or might happen. These things will fruition. I prove it every single day. Okay. Abundant prosperity in health and in wealth to everyone. I'll see you all at the winner's table. Okay, IGHP, I will check my email